Sometimes it's fun to compete in a speed game and try to grind your way through the ranks and see how far you can push the game to its limits along with a big community. Sometimes you just want to do some chill runs and casually see how fast you can get through a game and have a good time. Then there's those times you just want to run something stupid, just to see how it can be improved. Well, today I'll tell you about the time I did the latter. I will tell you about the story of how I got the world record in a game that really didn't need a speedrun, a Simpsons meme game called Lee Carvallo'S Putting Challenge. Now, if you're not aware of what the context of this game is, allow me to explain it quick. Lee Carvallo'S Putting Challenge is the game Marge gets Bart after he said he wanted to get a different game called Bone Storm. There is more to the episode than that, but it's all you really need to know in context of the run. If you want to know more, I'd recommend watching the episode. Anyways, someone named Aaron Demeter thought that the concept of this game was a great idea to expand on, as he made a short game that can be downloaded or played online with the same title as in the show. The game was made almost a year ago, but I only found out about it from a Twitter meme page called Simpsons Crap Memes. Well, so I may be late to the punch, but better late than never. The game also fully utilizes the joke scene at the end of the episode where the ball is hit with a power drive into the parking lot, but in this version, you can succeed and sink the ball. Well, I played the game at first, and since I'm a damaged person, my first thought was to see if anyone has done a speedrun of this game. To be fair, I have been speedrunning lately, so that could have been why. Immediately after searching on YouTube, I found 3 separate runs, all with the coveted title of world record. A 2562 by Ramite, a 2472 by Mr. Moosebones, and the lowest time being a 2467 by Jazz Smith. There is also a speedrun of the ending scene of the episode with a world record time of 1430, and while the run is impressive and frame perfect, it clearly is a separate category. One of the first things I did was load up the 2467 run by Jazz Smith to see how he did the run. The run for this game is relatively simple. You first select your club, second step, select the power, third step, type 788 and hit enter once the prompt comes up. Seeing how you can spam click on the first 2 steps, I quickly learned that the biggest time save would be in typing 788 enter. While watching the world record, I realized that while he typed the combination very quickly, it could definitely be quicker. I took to the description and comments to see if there was any explanation on his strategy, and I was in luck. In response to a comment on how he inputted the 788 enter, he responded, "I had one hand on the top row and another on the enter key. Very high level stuff, but very dangerous if done incorrectly." He is correct, and this is very dangerous maneuver and only recommended for professionals. But I thought about this and saw a huge way to improve this. If you're only using the top row, you must double tap 8, and double tapping is slow and cannot be used in one smooth motion. So, as I strategized my run, I found a new layout that is not only safer, but faster too. If you put 2 fingers on 7 and 8 in the top row, and another 2 fingers on 8 and the enter of the numpad, you can press the combination in one fast sweep. Awesome! I had my strategy to get the world record that no one cares about. While watching the video, I also determined that timing started on the first frame the game starts up when you see Lee Carvallo, the man himself, the legend, and ends on the first frame the ball is gone. And with this knowledge, on my 3rd attempt, it happened.
Welcome to Lee Carvallo'S Putting Challenge. I am Carvallo. Now choose a club. You have chosen a putter. Now enter the force of your swing. I suggest feathered touch. You have entered feathered touch. Now push 788 to swing. Would you like to play again?
After checking over the timing in my video editor, my final time was 24 seconds on the dot. Ignore the actual timer I use, as there will be differences since it is tracked manually and doesn't have an auto splitter. If you want to make an auto splitter for this game, I'm sorry your life has gotten to this point, and I'm here for you if you need help. I was excited about my world record, ecstatic. But not only did I know it could be improved, I know I wanted sub 24 seconds. With that, I went back for the grind. My main strategy was to predict when the prompt would come up for typing the combo instead of reacting to it. My internal clock is a bit messed up, so I had to learn the timing if I wanted to improve, and through my jumpy nature, I learned something. Something I never thought I would learn in this Simpsons meme game. I found some tech. I accidentally timed my combo too early and the prompt came up. In my panic, I spammed the keys again, and to my surprise, I still sunk the ball. So as it turns out, the timing window for pressing the keys is very lenient, and you can actually just press all the keys at once and still win. This was a huge jump in the meta in this game, and can get human level close to task level at this game. However, you still have to time all the keys at once. You can't just spam the keys constantly and expect results. It still requires timing, and the timing is odd too, since the prompt has to be on screen for a few frames before it actually reads any inputs. With this newfound knowledge, I went for the God Run.
Welcome to Lee Carvallo'S Putting Challenge. I am Carvallo. Now choose a club. You have chosen a putter. Now enter the force of your swing. I suggest feathered touch. You have entered feathered touch. Now push 7, 8, 8 to swing. Would you like to play again?
With that, I finally got a time I was satisfied with. After checking in a video editor, I achieved a time of 23 seconds and 65 milliseconds, a full second faster than the world record than when I was starting. I had a few runs with this time as well down to the frame, but I couldn't get one better after about 30 attempts. Could this time be improved? Well, probably, and if anyone wants to, be my guest. I also bought the original from the creator so I could test if the desktop version was faster, but I got around the same speeds, some were actually kind of slower, so any version of the game should work. This was a pretty weird way to spend a Friday night for me, but I'm glad it could be a small, very insignificant, very insignificant blip in the history of one of my favorite shows of all time. If you want to play Aaron Demeter's wonderful creation, check the link in the description and you can pay for what you want for the desktop version to support the creator. It also has a very good desktop icon, so use that knowledge wisely. Thank you for watching, and keep speedrunning weird games.